Ranking the best Raikou fusions. We start out with a little baby Sunkern, and he actually makes a somewhat cute monster. This was a fusion I never expected to do, period. But it's actually pretty creative, and I like the cape. Now Beedrill's pretty much always a hard hitter. It always fuses well with everything. And this is an interesting bug-like creature. Cocoon is a Pokemon I never expected to see on any list. But the fusion it makes with Raikou is actually pretty solid. Now I'm not actually huge on this Groudon one, but the little lightning sparks are kinda cool, and I think they go okay together. I have to wonder if this one is some sort of reference, because Primeape makes a crazy cartoon character here. Houndoom and Raikou sounds like it would be really cool regardless. And it is, but it is a little basic overall. This Kingdra fusion's kinda weird, but it's also intriguing in a way. I like that it's got a unique identity. Lugia makes an epic monster with Raikou. To me, I just imagine a little more could have been done with this one, but it's on the right track. The sprite with Leafeon didn't change a whole lot, but I like the accents that came along with it, making it an interesting forest beast. Octillery with Raikou was always going to be strange, and this lives up to the billing. It's definitely incredibly unique. There's not a lot of Raikou elements put into this fusion, but if you wanted to see a tough, chunky looking giraffe, here you go. Whimsicott is also basically just a color change, but I like what they did with the head here. It's a cool looking mask face. Arcanine and Raikou is a fusion that's just meant to be. And what we get is a subtle blend that just works. Believe it or not, Dunsparce actually makes a good fusion here. The color scheme and pattern works really well. Do we really need a land shark in our lives? Well, it doesn't matter, here you go. I'd rank this higher if the execution were a little bit better. Nidoking with Raikou honestly is kinda just an overgrown rat. But to me, this is what a true rat king would look like. Gengar is another one where I really wasn't big on the execution, but the concept and the idea is pretty sweet. Marowak and Raikou is not something that I would have expected, because here we get Thor, which is just a funny little idea. There's been some solid new Charizard fusions lately, and the idea behind this one's actually quite good. I'm imagining a saber-tooth dragon now. The Clefable fusion's fairly basic as well, but the colors for the cape mane and the pattern is just gorgeous. Sylveon is kinda in the same boat, but the colors are good, and the pose is really nice. As for Espeon, we get a badass little kitty. I don't know why, but I'm imagining this as baby Raikou now. Now Luxray and Raikou were truly meant to be, and I think the fusion's very fitting, and they slightly changed the body, which was nice. The Jolteon fusion's probably the best of the evolutions, because it kinda just stands out as like a mega Jolteon. This Togekiss fusion definitely stands out for being a bit more unique, with its very own face, and an interesting build overall. Now let's be honest, Jirachi doesn't change Raikou at all, but I cannot deny how majestic this looks. I just love the colors. Chandelure's another fusion that's definitely subtle, but there's changes, and the black and the purple just look so good. Crocodile's the opposite of some of these previous ones. I'm not actually huge on the design, but the execution's pretty damn good. I'm honestly just a sucker for electricity at this point. But the head that Haxorus creates on this fusion's really cool. Flygon's the other one where I'm not huge on the design. It's a bit derpy, but I think it's actually a very well made sprite. And unique. I love the idea behind this Typhlosion fusion. The magma fangs and the fire actually work very well. This is the first double Raikou on the list, and it's the Celestial version. Not the best Celestial beast, but still very solid. Chinchou once again delivers a banger of a fusion. Extremely derpy, but I love imagining this thing swimming around in the ocean. And once again, Volcarona fuses flawlessly into another Pokemon, creating a super bug of epic proportions. I'm gonna be honest with you, the only reason this sprite is ranked so low is because once again the Raikou didn't change at all, but the Thunderclouds are incredible. A Larvesta fusion better than a Volcarona one is a little bit weird, but let's be honest, this one's crazy unique. It's almost like its own dragon bug version. Now Darkrai pretty much makes anything look evil looking, and this is no exception. This is Dark Stealth Beast Raikou. I was really unsure about Dragonite fusing with Raikou, but they really streamlined Dragonite's form a lot better here. As for God itself, I was kind of surprised at how well this one worked. The green just pops, and so does the shimmery mane. Now Machamp's body doesn't change much here, but the way these two blend is actually really cool, and I could see this being an actual mythical creature. I'm ranking the other double Raikou this high, because it's just a mammoth titan of a Raikou, and I could see it being the Mega form. I gave this one a lower grade in my Aegislash series, but I'm ranking it higher here because I think it works much better as a Raikou. The mask is phenomenal. Been seeing a lot of cool Mamoswine fusions lately, and this saber-tooth tiger is awesome, especially with the Aurora effect. And these last 6 are so good, I almost feel bad ranking this one in 6th. Because this sprite is truly world class. And this Rapidash fusion is more of a Zebstrika fusion. But holy crap is this cool. And once again, Kling Kling delivers a beauty. The gears are nicely done, the head is perfect, but my favorite part is the smoke blowing out the sides. And Ninetales comes out with the surprising banger. This fusion just oozes character, and I wish it was real. Now I'm told that this fusion is a reference, but having not seen the reference, the design and the execution are nearly perfect. But this fusion is my favorite fusion in the whole game. It's my ride or die, and I love it more than anything.